I've been waiting all winter to get at this exhaust system on my truck. It's finally warmed up enough to do it, I think. Where I'm starting to saw there is not the way this thing's supposed to be. There's used to be a flange on that end of that pipe, and then the intermediate pipe would bolt to that flange. Well, somewhere along the way, that flange disappeared. Like apparently they rust off, and it's a common problem with these guys. That was somebody else's way to deal with it. So anyway, I got to deal with that now. This taking the muffler off. These little rubber mounts can be a bit of a pain, but what I do is I lube them up with dish soap. It helps them slide over those little studs a bit easier. Like right here. It's no fun, I'll tell you that for sure. Yeah, I ended up at, when I get up to that sawing part on this, the way I planned to do it didn't work out. I ended up needing a little piece of 2-inch exhaust pipe, about 6 inches long, to fill in a gap. So that'll come up here in a bit. Rather than running back to town again for something which I had to do anyway later because I needed more clamps, but it was just a piece of the old pipe was still good enough to put in there and make do with, but it required the use of more clamps. That'll be coming up here. Yeah, it'll be a little while before it gets here. Right here is just struggling with getting the muffler hooked up. One thing about a truck that's nice is I didn't have to jack it up to get underneath. There's room to crawl under there, even though it is a little bit of a tight fit. And it's not the most comfortable place to be, but it sure beats jacking it up and worrying about it falling on you or something. So anyway, got that muffler put in pretty much there. Oh, there's the tailpipe. I'm hooking the tailpipe up on the other end of it there, towards the back. I didn't show clamping that. I had to go buy a clamp for it, put it on. Here's where I'm cutting off a piece of the old pipe to fill in the spot that I, didn't count on having. But there it was. I pretty much turned the volume almost off because I don't have electricity down there in the barn. I run a generator, and when the generator is running, it's pretty noisy. You can't really talk over it. So I just kind of turned it down real low here on the editor. That way I can talk over the top of it and be heard. Well, I'm glad I had more of those little cutoff wheels than one, but those are Harbor Freight things, and they didn't last very long at all. Now here's that little piece of pipe I was cutting off and adding in there. I had to I wasn't counting on that. That's why I'm putting all these clamps on there, because I had to come up with 2 adapters. One I had already bought because I was kind of counting on that. The other one I wasn't counting on, but I had to adapt another one to it. There's Lars watching me. I actually thought this was going to be a real easy job because I was buying everything from the back of the converter to the back of the truck. It sure didn't work out that way. Never had any luck with exhaust systems being easy, I'll tell you that. It's always something don't work, you need something else, something's out of alignment. Well, let's start it up and see what the thing sounds like. It's gotta be better than it was before, I'll tell you that. Wish I'd recorded it before this.